loves, hope you're doing great. Welcome back to Desigal1010. This video is actually going to be my drugstore makeup starter kit. I know I'm really late in this video. I don't know why I fell back on my schedule. I had these videos noted down in my video planner. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started, and I'm going to share all the drugstore products. Now these products are going to be useful from a budget point of view and for anyone who is just getting into makeup, or you want to explore new products and you have very minimal exposure to makeup and you just want to get started. No matter what your age group, I'm sure this is going to help you out. Just one thing to note is I'm not including like a full to complete kit like a bronzing product, a highlighter product and stuff like that. I will show you what all I have from the drugstores, and it'll also give you the price point. And keep in mind, this is for dry skin, especially when it comes to foundation. I'm going to talk about foundations for dry skin from the drugstore point of view. So let's go ahead and get started. I would like to start off with the eyebrows. I actually am using an Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow pomade in ebony. I can't even talk. That is not a drugstore. I used to have an e.l.f. eyeshadow duo. If you are on my channel for a very long time, you already know I used to have like a duo which had a brown eyeshadow which I used to fill my eyebrows in with. So that's what I used to do. And moving on, I'll come down to the eyes and eye makeup. I have two primers that I use for any of my eyeshadows. One is the e.l.f. Mineral Eyeshadow Primer. That's how the tube and the packaging looks like. This is from the e.l.f. Mineral line. You can buy e.l.f. products from Target and Walmart, and you can also place orders from the e.l.f. Website, which is eyeslipsface.com website. So this is how a primer looks like. Basically, you apply a primer on top of your eyelids. It is going to increase the staying power of your eyeshadow, and it will also make the eyeshadow color pop up a little more. So that's one product I have. And the next is this NYX eyeshadow base. I mean, different people have different preferences. This comes in a pot version, and that's how it looks like. And the shade name is ESP03. I have seen Target having a NYX display, and also NYX is available at Ulta, and I've also seen NYX displays at CVS pharmacies, so go ahead and check that out. So you can use a pen kind of form. I personally, it totally boils down to what eyeshadow I want to wear. For that, I try to use both of them. If I get bored, I switch to this. If I get bored, I switch back to this. So these are the two primers I have. The next, I will go through a couple of eyeshadow palettes I have. Wet n Wild is a very famous palette, and the color pigmentation is very nice from these palettes. This is the palette in Comfort Zone. That's the name. It basically has neutral tones on the left side of the palette and these green shadows on the right side of the palette. Let me swatch a couple of them to show you what the pigmentation looks like. So there's a very beautiful green and neutral color and a really nice shimmery color. These are not matte. Keep in mind, these have a lot of shimmer and sheen. And look at the quality. These palettes retail for about $4.99 to $5.99. You can buy them at Walgreens. I've also seen Wet n Wild display in Target these days, not Walmart. So that's how the palette looks like. I do have a lot of eyeshadow palettes I want to talk to you about. The next is Rimmel Glam Eyes. These are the Rimmel Glam Eyes HD foundation eyeshadows, and this one is in the shade English Oak, and that's how the color looks like. I do have a lot of get ready with me to work videos where I have used these palettes, so I will try to link that playlist. Go ahead and check that out. The next eyeshadows I also want to talk about from the drugstore point of view, and I'm very late in trying these eyeshadows. These are the Maybelline Eye Studio eyeshadows, and this is in the shade Give Me Gold. Fabulous pigmentation. Let me go ahead and swatch this gold color right here and that bronzy kind of a color. So that's the pigmentation, and that is the gold color right there. So I will go ahead and swatch them side by side. If you can look at those colors, oh my god, they are really crazy. So These are the eyeshadow palettes I would recommend. I have shown you colors like this from this family because they are more user friendly. I mean, more regular. You can use them for neutralize and for smoking out as well. So these three palettes are that. Next, coming to eye pencils. Right now I'm using the Milani Liquify liquid like eyeliner pencil. That's how the pencil looks like. Oh my god, really great quality. It's I just okay, let me show you this. I barely touch it. Right? Look at that. Look at that. This is crazy. This pigmentation is really crazy, and this is in the shade 01 Black. I'm sure they have a lot of other colors. I'm not really sure. This is the very first time I'm trying my eye pencil from Milani. I used to have a Maybelline pencil, and I also have a Rimmel pencil somewhere. I'm not really sure where that is. I also have the Rimmel Scandalized Waterproof Kohl Kajal, and this is in the shade 005 Nude. You basically would nude you basically would not nude you basically would need a nude kind of pencil to go in your waterline, especially for those days when you want your eyes to look more awake. I mean, right now I don't have any kajal in my waterline, so I will show you what it does. It makes your eyes look more awake. So if you can see the difference, my eyes look instantly brighten up. It makes your the whites of your eye look more brighter. So that's how it looks like. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it really brightens your eye when you look at the person also. It doesn't look like stark white. That's why it's like a nude color, and that's how the shade looks like. I'm pretty sure you would want to stick to a basic black pencil if you are just getting into makeup, but this is just an option if you want, or if you're looking for something to brighten up your eyes. The next is I will go to the eyeliner. Right now I'm using the Revlon Color Stay. My favorite is the Maybelline Line Stiletto Liquid Eyeliner, and that's a really great, absolutely great quality and really good for beginners. And this is how this one looks like. And the tip is very fine. It is what I'm wearing on my eyes as my eyeliner, and that's how it looks like. I'll do a quick swatch. So you can control it completely, and you can see how thick or thin you want your lines to be. That's that. And the next is my favorite mascara is this one from Maybelline Rocket Volume Mascara. I tried the waterproof formula. I don't like it. These make your lashes wow voom. It looks as if you have falsies or false eyelashes on. It is absolutely amazing. So this is what I would recommend for a mascara. The next, moving on to foundations. So this is the L'Oreal True Match Foundation, and I'm in the shade N4 Buff Beige. This is definitely a little light, so I'm trying to use this Maybelline Stick Foundation. I exclusively bought this to contour my face. I don't use it to contouring anymore. I actually mix this with my foundation, which is too light for me. And this is in the shade Cappuccino 340. It's basically a twist up foundation pencil. I've seen a lot of good reviews on this, and a lot of people use this as their foundation as well. I find this a little more drying. So that's how the color looks like. It's absolutely dark and orange for my shade, but I try to mix it in this. And the next foundation I'm liking right now is the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. And again, I picked up 305. I have the next darkest shade in this line. I don't know where it is. I have it somewhere on my vanity counter. My vanity is right now a mess. So I like this foundation also. It's very nice, easy for application. It's just like a squeeze tube. Really great. So those are my favorite foundations from the drugstore point. Next is, before the foundation, I also apply this primer. This is the Maybelline Master Prime by Face Studio, and it's basically for blurring and smoothing any lines on your face. and it's basically a stark white kind of a primer. That's how it looks like. I use this primer and then I use my foundation, which makes the foundation go more smoother. So you would want to invest in a primer, and that is what I'm using from the drugstore right now. It's so far pretty good. The next is moving on to blushes. These are my favorite top blushes, especially for skin tones like mine, and I love these brands. This is the Jordana Cosmetics blush in 37 Blushing Rose. It has slight shimmer, not too much, and it looks absolutely beautiful. I will try to link my Get Ready With Me to Work, where I have used this blush quite a lot of times, so I will try to link the playlist down, so please go ahead and check that out. The next is a Milani Baked Powder Blush in Rose d'Oro, and that's the shade name. This is absolutely stunning. It has such a beautiful sheen to it. That's how it looks like. It's the perfect orange with some hints of gold sheen to it. So if you can see, that's how it looks like. It complements any and every skin tone out there. So these are like my top favorite blushes. I would say Wet n Wild blushes, but for a beginner's point of view, they are too pigmented and you would have to work your way through to blend that. So it takes more time, more effort and more work. So I'm sticking to these blushes instead of going for my cult favorite Wet n Wild blushes. So that is the reason. The next is my favorite highlighter, and this is the Revlon Photo Ready Skin Lights Face Illuminator. That's how the packaging looks like. This is definitely on the higher price range. I think I paid like $10 or $11 for this at Walmart. What I do is, it comes in a squeeze tube like this. So I mix my foundation with the illuminator. Let me swatch and show you how it looks like. It's really beautiful. So if you can see that, look at that sheen. So I take a very small amount of it, mix it with my foundation, and then I go over with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. Let me know in the comment section below if you want me to do like a drugstore favorite brushes for face and eye. I did review an Eco Tools brush set a long time back, so let me know if you're interested. I will go ahead and film that. So this is how the illuminator looks like, and let me tell you the shade if I haven't told you. This is in 100 Bare Light. Absolutely, I am totally in love with this, guys. It's such a nice illuminator and it gives such a nice glow. Absolutely love it. Moving on, I have this Revlon Nearly Naked Foundation Powder, and this is basically a pressed powder. I picked up the shade 040 Medium. The shade before this seemed to be too light. That's how it looks like. Absolutely fantastic, finely milled powder, really great quality, and it does give good coverage, especially for those days when I don't want to wear liquid foundation, but I don't want my face to be completely bare. That's when I go for this. Alright, I think we are down to all the face products. I don't wear any concealers from drugstore. I am yet to try a couple of brands. I did get some recommendations thanks to you girls out there. So I don't have concealers from the drugstore. I only use my MAC concealer or my Becca concealer. So I'm sorry about that. If you were looking for a drugstore concealer, I'm not really using one. The next is, I'll go ahead and show you a couple of my favorite lipsticks. So coming to lipsticks, if you're just starting up, I would refer a couple of nudes out there, and the very first one that comes to my mind when I talk to you about a nude lipstick but which doesn't wash you out, which doesn't basically vanish your lips, is the Maybelline Touch of Spice. That's how the packaging looks like. It's a matte formula, but it is not drying on your lips. That's how the shade looks like. It's a very nice, beautiful, everyday kind of pink. You can wear this to work, school, wherever you want to. It looks absolutely stunning. That is the first one. The next is the Milani Statement Lipsticks, and the shade is 29 Teddy Bear. Sorry, I had to scratch. I had an itch, I had to scratch. And this is like my perfect nude lipstick. That's how it looks like. These have some fragrance to them, so please keep in mind, if you don't like fragrance in your lipsticks or your makeup products, I would steer clear away from them. The next is, these are the Jordana Modern Matte lipsticks, and I think the shade is Cappuccino. I'm not really sure. I will link everything in the info bar, so please go ahead and check that out. This has more hints of brown when you compare to this. That's how it looks like. And these lipsticks are all under $5 or $6, really budget friendly and absolute great pigmentation. So that is the three, and definitely Wet n Wild lipsticks out there. They are really great in pigmentation, quality and price point also. You can buy these at Walgreens. This is a 904B Rosebud. Let me swatch it and show you. It's a brighter pink. For the fall weather is Cherry Picking. That's how the shade name is. It has the number 965, and this is like a really nice raspberry pink kind of shade, and it looks absolutely great for fall weather. That's how it looks like. And I also am loving the new Milani limited edition released Milani lip creams. They are the Amore matte lip creams, and that's what I'm wearing on my lips today. I do have a full video swatching and reviewing them, so I will link that in the info bar, so please go ahead and check that out. Yes, so these are my drugstore picks. Hopefully you can start your own drugstore makeup starter kit. Let me know if there are any products from the drugstore which you love and that I haven't talked about. I will go ahead and check them out. And definitely also follow me on my social media sites. If this video helps you, give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends and family. And follow me on my Instagram, which is also Desigal1010, same as my YouTube channel. And I will see you girls in the next video. Bye.